So we've had a little bit of a refresh. Hi everyone, my name is Chloe, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. You may notice that I look a little bit different from the end of the last vlog, even though I filmed that clip also today. Basically, I have spent today, I went shopping first, I went book shopping. Did not actually buy any books though, which is very disappointing. I went shopping in general in all fairness, but obviously I had to call in the Waterstones and I called in the Works as well, and I did not buy a single book, which was quite upsetting. I did go in the local library, also did not find anything in there I wanted. So, you know, just hoping to buy lots of books at Yalc next week. That's what it is. It's just saving room for Yalc purchases. I say next week, it's this week. It is Monday and Yalc starts on Friday. Hence why I also look a little bit different, because I thought I would treat myself to a little bit of a refresh of the hair colour. I'm trying a new colour and I'm really liking this, especially now I can see it on camera. And I also had a haircut. My mum did it for me because I've not had the best experiences going to hairdressers all the time, and sometimes I just really don't feel like sitting in a hairdresser's chair. So I asked my mum if she would try and cut it for me, and I think she did a decent job. So I'm very happy, because it's amazing like how much a haircut and hair colour can make you sort of feel like yourself again, because I've been feeling a little bit off like over the last few months in general really, but I always feel like a little bit better when I've got my short hair back, because this is the hairstyle that I prefer to wear. Usually if I'm growing it out, it means that I'm just not being bothered to sort of treat myself and get it cut. So yeah, happy that this happened. I'm probably going to spend a lot of these clips just sort of doing this with it, because why not? Reading updates, there aren't any. I've not read a single thing in July yet. I've just been busy. July started while I was away for the weekend, and then today I've been busy all day, and I am now going to start packing for Yalc, because as I mentioned, it is on Thursday. I've not been working today, so my plan was to get all of that done, and it's now like 8 o'clock at night and I've not done any of it. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna at least try and get my books packed for Yalc, and then clothes and things, I need to get them out so that I can iron them before I pack them, but I probably won't pack those until Wednesday evening. So hopefully if I can get all the books out that I want to read now. I just need to double check what authors I'm going to meet. If I can get all the books out now, I need to also tidy my room, because I cannot physically like sit on my bed properly at the minute. I'm perched on the very corner because there is just mess everywhere. And then I'm gonna tidy everything, get the books out, get the clothes out ready to pack, and then I'm gonna try and read something. I'm trying to read the Falling in Love montage by Kira Smith, because she's going to be at Yalc, and then hopefully read that. I'm hoping to read it quite quickly, read it today and tomorrow. I think I'm on sprints tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure. It is Lisa's going to be announcing the winner of Marvelathon, so I would assume that all the team captains are going to be on. She hasn't sent out a link, but I also haven't seen her schedule them, so not that surprised really, but we'll see what happens. If I'm not on the sprints, I will be watching them at least, so hoping to read a fair amount of this book then. And yeah, that is pretty much everything to catch you up on at the minute, but I will probably chat to you guys again tomorrow now, because I need to actually do something tonight. Okay, we're gonna film another super quiet, like whispery update like I did last week. It is Tuesday night, it's not, it's Wednesday morning. I have started reading the Falling in Love montage, but I've only read like 2 chapters, but I am enjoying it. I've been on sprints this evening, found out who the winner of Marvelathon was. Unfortunately, it was not Team Scarlet Witch, it was Team Stang-Chi. I'm very happy for everyone who took part, though in all fairness, it's just been such a fun month. And had a fun night chatting with friends, preparing things for Yalc this weekend, and I don't really have much else to say. I've just edited last week's vlog. I need to edit one more video and finish back in tomorrow. Oh no, I did start listening to the audiobook of the first Bridgerton book, because I needed an audio, because the audio I want to listen to isn't available on script until Thursday. So I thought I'd get that, because it's only 6 hours. I'm actually enjoying it so far, which is good, because I've ordered the special edition set from Lulu Crate. Right, I'm gonna go, because everyone in my house is asleep, and I probably should be as well. I'll chat to you guys tomorrow with a proper update. Hello, It is Wednesday evening and we are officially in Yalc preparation mode. I got to finish work a little bit early today, so I was like, okay, I'm going to come home, I'm going to prep, everything's going to be fine. Like, I took basically my last few appointments of the day weren't turning up, so I was like, yes, that's fine, I will flex off early, I've got some time to take back. And then I came home, watched the tennis, and did not actually do the packing and prepping that I expected to do. So it's currently 10 o'clock and I'm editing a video because I've packed, everything is prepared, I think. Like, I'm sure I'm probably forgetting something, but I keep reminding myself, like, I'm not travelling to an international country. Like, it's not like there's things that I won't be able to get if I'm there. Like, I'm only in London, I can go shopping if I need to. I think I've got everything. I've got all my books, I know that much, and I've got all my clothes, and I've got my makeup, so I can look good and I can take my books to the signing. I'm going to print off my tickets, that's what I do need to do. But anyway, what I also need to do is have a video edited to go up on Saturday. I need to edit my haul video. I was going to do it yesterday and then just didn't. Time keeps getting away from me. Reading updates, because this is a reading vlog as well as a Yalc vlog, that is obviously what it's going to be after today. I have continued listening to the first Bridgerton book. Did I even tell you I was listening to the first Bridgerton book? I started listening to that audiobook yesterday, or the day before, one or the other. I bought the special edition set from Illumicrate, so I'm hoping I like it. I am enjoying it. There's some aspects of it that I'm not loving because it's a little bit problematic. There's some fat shaming of Penelope. There is just sexism in general. The thing is it is very much of the era that it is set in, but the Bridgerton TV show has obviously been made more inclusive, and it's a bit jarring because it doesn't match up with that. But I have heard that it gets better after the first book. So the actual storyline and the writing, I'm fine with. It's just some of the things that, again, is kind of accurate of that era. So it's strange. Anyway, I've also read some more of the Falling in Love montage. I'm up to about chapter 5, chapter 6 now, and I'm enjoying that so far. I'm hoping to make a decent dent into reading that one on the train tomorrow. It's only a 2-hour train journey, but then I've got an hour to wait before I meet Lisa, because basically the plan tomorrow is I'm getting the train into London, Lisa is getting the coach down. I get in an hour and a half before she does, so I will get the tube to Victoria, go and meet her at the coach station, and then we'll head to our hotel, and then we're going to the cinema. We're going to meet up with Tori and Catherine, and we're going to go and see the new Fall film. So that is the plan for tomorrow. I probably will update you guys in the morning before I start off, and then it'll be all Yalc clips. This is going to be a weekend away trip though, where I actually get to film like clips of people talking, because like last week I went with my mum and she would not be on camera, but people at Yalc will be. So I'm looking forward to where this vlog's going to go from here. I'm just looking forward to the weekend in general. But right now I need to edit a video, otherwise you're not going to get any content while I'm at Yalc, and I really would like to keep to my schedule. So I'll see you guys in a bit. You alright there, Lisa?
Yeah.
Hello. I said I was going to film an update before I left the house this morning, and then I overslept. But I'm currently in a hotel, and this is what I love.
Hello.
Yeah, that was happening off camera. I love how it's just like the redheads unite.
Yeah.
I spotted Lisa as she was coming across the street because of the hair, and I was like, and I thought that.
I was in the bright clothing.
I thought, like, I can spot her by the hair, and then I realised, probably same.
Yeah, Liam was like, I've seen Chloe's hair.
But yes, we've been just chatting and, yeah, venting and chatting in the hotel room pretty much. And we are now going to go and meet Tori and Catherine, and we're going to go and watch the new Fall film, because
It's so gay, super gay, super gay.
we basically checked in at the hotel and the woman was asking us what we were going to do, and I'm like, we're going to Comic-Con, and then she asked if we were doing something tonight, and we're like, we're going to the cinema to see the new Fall film. We are not nerds at all. It's fine.
She's very friendly.
It's fine. But yeah, we're going to go because we're running like 10 minutes later than we said we were going to. But sorry, Tori and Catherine, if you watch this. We are coming, I promise. Bye. Say hi to the vlog, people. Hi. Look, there's friends. I can't fit you all in. There we go. Hello. I'm back in the hotel room. It is like nearly midnight maybe. I have no idea what time of day it is. Don't ask me these questions. You didn't ask me a single thing. I'm in a weird mood. we went to go and see For Love and Thunder. I mean, I also met up with people. You will have seen those clips. I met, obviously you saw me meet Lisa earlier. I also met up with Tori and with Catherine. And then we went and got food, and then we all went to go and see For Love and Thunder, which was so good. Like, my mum decided to read a review to me earlier on today or yesterday telling me like, oh, they've only given it 3 stars, apparently it's not that good. No, it was fantastic. I loved it. It was very fun. I am going to be hearing one particular noise from that film in my head and probably in person, because I think Lisa's going to be impersonating it for a while now. But yeah, it was really, really good. I kind of want to go and see it again already. So feeling. Now we are both kind of getting ready for bed. Lisa's just in the shower. I'm going to jump in afterwards, and then sleep time before Yalc in the morning, because we have an early start tomorrow morning. But I do have a reading update, as I realised I didn't tell you earlier. I've nearly finished the Bridgerton book now. I'm actually enjoying it. I haven't got to, so basically there is one scene in particular, if you've watched the TV show or you've read the book, you'll know what scene I'm talking about. I haven't got to that scene yet. I know it's not going to be a 5-star. I know it's not like going to be the greatest book ever. And I know that that scene is going to ruin my reading experience slightly. I am basically pushing through this one because I want to get to the rest of the series. But I am enjoying it enough. Like, I'm still... Although, like, there's definitely more problematic elements in this story. I believe they get better as it goes along. There are some problematic elements in this, but I'm enjoying it enough, sort of, despite those. I keep reminding myself, like, it is set in a very different era, and some of these problematic things did exist. So I know, like, there's the whole thing of, like, doesn't mean we have to write about them, but then again, if it's a historical fiction that is set in the real world in those times, then yeah, things did happen. Whereas, like, I'm fully for, like, fantasy worlds don't have to have, like, homophobia and things like that, because if you're on fantasy, you can create whatever the hell you want. This is set in a realistic world, so kind of makes sense to me. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that debate right now. Lisa is doing weird noises in the bathroom. I told you I was going to hear that noise for the rest of the weekend. Right, I'm gonna go. Bye. Hello, it is Friday morning. It is time for Yalc day 1. I've got dressed and we should be leaving soon. No idea like what the process is really. Last time I went, I only went for a day ticket, so weekend ones have thrown me off, and also they changed the entrance and they changed many things, and yeah, I'll be happier once we're there and we've got the wristbands and everything sorted. But whew, breathe. Excited to meet people. Like, so obviously met Lisa for the first time yesterday, met Catherine and Tori for the first time yesterday. Lisa now has a thing of whenever I'm filming a vlog clip, she has to make a sound like a goat in the bathroom, so yeah. But met Becca and Meg before, but today is the first time that I'll be meeting Liv, as well as many other people. I'm so confused about who is even coming. I'm just like along for the ride. But I'm excited, so I should probably finish getting ready and then we'll be off to Yalc. I'm sure I will film many a clip throughout the day with various different people. Look who we have. We are in the queue at the minute. It's going to take us like an hour and a half, but I'm sure we can find many things to talk about while we're waiting. No idea what we can talk about.
We all saw Thor last night, so
it was very good.
You're not seeing Thor, go see it and talk more about it.
No spoilers will be said, but very good. Right, I'm gonna go now, but I just thought I would say hello. We have more people.
We're good.
I'm just doing like a... There we go. Hello. Hi. I have nothing else to say, just show you that Meg's here as well. Yeah. We're still got Lisa.
Hi. Smash it. Have a smash it.
She brought fudge, it was very much appreciated. I look a mess on here at the minute. Alright, let's go. Show the vlog what you just brought.
It's Steve.
Yeah, I just wanted to show that. Hello. We are still at Yalc, obviously. I have barely filmed anything because it's hectic when you're walking around. It's not as small as everyone was panicked about, like on Twitter, but it's not big either. The signing queues are fun. I've been to my first signing. I can't find the book, so I'm not going to show it you. But I have been to the Karen and a signing, and then I've got Simon James Green later on. And yeah, that is pretty much everything. I will update you later. Hello. It is 11:30 at night and we're finally back in the hotel room after day one of Yalc. It's been an experience. It's been a great day, like meeting people. Sorry, by the way, to anybody that I met and was like a little bit like there we go. Sorry to anyone that if I was like a little bit strange when I first met people. I'm like awkward in general anyway, and putting faces to names is not my strong suit, so that might have come across a little bit strange, but I did have a great time meeting everyone and we had a lovely day. I went to 2 signings. I went to Karen M. McManus and Simon James Green. Simon James Green in particular was absolutely lovely. Like, he stood and had a proper conversation with everyone and I loved it. And I bought way too many books already. I bought 9 books. I'm not planning on really buying any more now though until Sunday if things are reduced. I want to try and get an ARC tomorrow because the Babel ARCs are tomorrow. I have no chance in hell of getting one, but I would like to try. And then after Yalc, after a slightly nightmarish journey into central London because public transport is not our friend today, we finally got to the theatre about a minute before the show was going to start and I got to see Bonnie and Clyde again. I love Bonnie and Clyde. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is a musical that started off on Broadway, God knows how many years ago. It had a very limited run. It had Jeremy Jordan, who is my favourite Broadway actor, in it, and it had a very limited run. And then they've been talking of it coming over to London for years and it didn't happen. And all of a sudden this year we had a concert version with Jeremy Jordan, who I'm going to show you what Jeremy Jordan looks like so you can understand my love. This is him. And he did the concert version back in January, February, something like that. I went to that, of course I did. And then it's been on at the Arts Theatre. You already know this because I've already vlogged me going to see it before. But I went to see it again. And Lisa got to go and see a musical. She's already seen 6 before. And then this was her second musical, but it's the first one that's like fully acted out because 6 is like a hybrid concert and it's a 1-act show, whereas this was like a full one with an interval. She had an experience because the show stopped halfway through it, which meant that like the show literally stopped. They didn't tell us why. They were like, we're sorry, it'll be back on soon. And then all of a sudden it's like, due to indisposition or something like that. Jordan Luke Gage was playing Clyde, will no longer be performing and the role will be played by his understudy instead, which, I mean, the understudy was good, but I love Jordan Luke Gage. Like, I love him so much, and that was part of the reason I wanted to see it again, is because I wanted to see him in it again. Right, what we're going to do, if Lisa is okay with me putting her on camera, we both look a mess, it's fine. You don't actually.
I cried. I had a heart here.
So that's Lisa's review of the show. I loved it very much.
5 fucking dildos. Oh, sorry, you can't say that.
I mean, we can. It is fine, but I don't think that's really like the type of show. I mean,
it was great. The acting was great.
I could take you to go and see one that is a little bit more spicy if you want me to at some point.
The acting was great. Oh my god. Because I think it was because it was just small theatre as well.
It's at the Arts Theatre, which is where 6 started, so it's a really small one. It's only about 500 seats.
Like, was just amazing. And I didn't realise the band was live.
Every single show.
Did not realise that, because at the end, it made me feel so soppy. Like, they brought the band on at the end to like thank the band. I didn't even know they did shit like that. It was so fun.
So a lot of the times you can actually see the band because they'll have a pit. So like, you know how 6 they had them in the background. Yeah. For the shows they'll have a pit, so it's like built into the underneath of the stage, and the conductor will pop his head up and they'll applaud him. But for a lot of the newer ones, you can't actually. I should have got my tripod out. For a lot of the other ones, you can't actually see where the band is, so they'll bring them on and do like a round of applause after because they are equally part of the cast.
But yeah, both Clydes were just.
I love the Bonnie as well, like Frances. What is it, Frances and something?
The voices.
I love her.
I don't think I will ever get over the voices because I mean, I do. We all know pop artists can sing, but theatre,
musical theatre is a whole other level. This is why I get annoyed when they do stunt casting of music, like pop stars.
It's a total. It's an experience, and I kind.
I love this. Because I love seeing other people be like, theatre. It's not just me. It's not my influence at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm 34 years old. This is my first full theatre experience. If you've never been, go. And you'll really, really understand what pure talent is.
I love that.
Like, pure, unadulterated, live. No voice was broken once. No voice cracks.
Oh, I have seen that happen in the theatre, so it's funny.
Like... Well, in this one, and when I watched 6, 0 voice cracks. Just pure like the notes are just, I can't even describe it. It was an experience, and one I will repeat again.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Probably with this one.
we are planning a trip to London for my birthday. So Jem, because I know you watch these vlogs, it is happening. She's always one of the first people to comment, so I know she will be watching, and it is happening. So
we will see you in November.
We just need to start planning what show. I mean, I feel like because it's my birthday, I maybe should introduce you all to my favourite show, but I don't know if you're all ready for Les Mis yet.
Les Miserables.
We may have to do more than one. Right.
I feel like I need help. I don't know if I'm ready for that one yet.
Nobody's ready for Les Mis. Right, I'm gonna go, but yeah. Tomorrow we will be back at Yalc. We have more signings. I don't even know who I'm going to tomorrow. I know everyone else wants to meet Cassie Clare, but as we all know, I could not care less about Cassie Clare. No offence, I just don't like her books. So I'm going to see some people. I will catch you up tomorrow. Bye. Hello. We are in the queue for day 2. We have people. Fun. And David. No one's paying attention. Hello, friends. There we go. There they are. And we also have a Loki. It's not Liv anymore. Hiya.
Oh, my chains are all over the place.
I feel like it's going to be a lot of fixing the outfit throughout the day.
Yeah.
But yes, we are in the queue for day 2, and I have nothing else to say because I'm still half asleep. But I will catch up with you later.
Yeah.
Who's filming everyone?
Come on, say! Oh my gosh.
I have not filmed very much today because I am very tired and I cannot bother to pick up my camera. But all the signings are done for the day. We are sitting in a chill out area.
Catherine, sorry. Do you mind if I sit on that chair? No. Thank you.
So we're just sitting in the chill out area, and then we'll be going home soon. So that is about all of your updates for today. I will try and update more tomorrow, but I make no promises whatsoever. I also just need to let you all know that this happened. Becca is very, very happy right now.
Weekend made.
I've decided that Leos.
My name is Leos, formerly known as Lisa. The name change happened after June. When my friend was so dishevelled and tired, she forgot my name.
I was trying to say Lisa's chaos, and it came out as one word. This clip is going to stay in its entirety, and I had some really bad angles there.
That earlier, I was like, oh.
I've decided that Lisa's chaos is catching, as you can probably tell.
I'm not sorry.
I can't tell if it's just that I'm so tired I'm going delirious or if it is all her fault. But we do love Lisa today, so we're not going to call her out for not finishing Priory. Yeah, just today.
Just today.
We're not going to call her out for not finishing Priory. I don't know, I've not actually vlogged since I got back in the hotel room. Have a update on today. So, signings. I went to Amy McCaw. I bought Mina and the Undead. I have not read it. I bought it today, and it was a bit awkward because she was like, every single person came up, she's like, have you read this book? And I was like, no, but I've heard good things. Then I went and met Dean Atter. He complimented my shirt, so then he wrote a thing in my book about the fact that I was wearing a rainbow shirt, which was cute. And then I went and met Samantha Shannon, who was lovely. But then Lisa went and met Samantha Shannon. This is Lisa, by the way.
I'm a disappointing person.
So Lisa went and met Samantha Shannon. Samantha Shannon noticed that there was still a bookmark in Priory and questioned her still being halfway through it. For anyone who doesn't know, Lisa's been halfway through Priory since about March. And it's become a running thing where we joke about the fact that Lisa will never finish Priory. And the favourite part of it is that other people have started and finished Priory in the time that Lisa has been reading it, namely Becca's mum. Sharon, Mama Fowl, has finished Priory in, like, she started and then she sort of was just behind Lisa, and then within like one evening of sprints was like 20 chapters ahead. It was amazing. So Lisa has been called out, not just by us but by the author, although she did say that it apparently took her 3 years to write, so it's okay that it's taking Lisa a bit of time. I'm not letting her get away with that. But anyway, I'm being so nice, dear. But I then went and met Lex Croucher after. I got some drawings in my books from them. That was fantastic. And then basically today was spent with me trying to win an Arc of Babel. They were only giving away one in the entire competition. And you got a list of words that were, well, it was all tower translated into different languages. And you had to figure out what language it was. I went through and figured out all the languages and then made every single one of my friends pick up a sheet, and I just let them cheat off of mine and said, put your name on the top so there was a different name. And then none of us won the Arc, but somehow of the 5 runners up, 2 of the people that copied off of my sheet ended up winning and not me. So Lisa went and picked up a book. Lisa and Meg won. Lisa went and picked up a book. I told her I hated her, but in a loving way. And
She lied. She tried to beat me.
I was fully like feeling like, okay, I'm gonna get over it. I did only ask for the Arc. It's fine. I'm gonna get over it. It's fine. And then Lisa was nice to me, and she just came and handed me this book, and now I have Babel and I don't know what to do. I just sat and hugged it for like 5 minutes. This is a strange vlog update, but I have a finished copy of Babel and I really want to start rereading it already.
Do it.
That is all I have to say.
I know all this.
I can't start rereading it yet. I've got bloody Crescent City to read first.
Oh yeah, okay.
But we'll get through the chunky book I'm terrified of before we start the chunky book that I like. Right, I'm gonna go. It's not even that late, but I'm just delirious because we have running on very little sleep. But we have one more day left of Yalc. Oh, we also had a meet up today with Ro and Spooks' Patreon, and that was fun. We all just kind of, we spent half of the day in the chill out zone, in all fairness. Like, we've all bought our books yesterday, so today and tomorrow are more like sign-ins and things, and just hanging around with people, because that is the best part of Yalc, is it not, Lisa?
What?
Hanging around with people is the best part of Yalc, isn't it, Lisa? Making friends, that's our favourite part. It's really, like, strange that it's not strange to meet up with people. Like, it just feels so normal, like, straight away. Like, I've not met Lisa in person before this weekend.
And now we're closer than ever.
And that's the end of this vlog clip. Hello. We are waiting for the bus. I say we. There is obviously Elisa.
Me.
There she is. We're waiting for the bus.
Tattoos.
Yes, she's got some lovely tattoos going
Show
on.
you.
I would show the other ones, but it would literally just be like boobs.
Proud.
But it says, why is straight the default? It's from Simon vs. the Homo sapiens agenda. Because of course it's on brand that I know what that one is, because that's one of my books I talk about a lot. Right, we are on our way to day 3, the final day of Comic Con, which is the most hectic day because there is a lot of people that we want to get signed things from today. So, but we're well-oiled machines at this now. We've got a plan. We're just been discussing the plan. So I'm gonna go because I feel like the cars are very loud going past me, and also the bus is due in 1 minute. But I will update you when we are there. I do not know if I've actually updated you today. Sorry if it's a little bit loud. It's very loud around here at the minute. But I just went and met Ali's husband. I don't know if I said, but earlier we got really good numbers in the queue, so we were at the front of the line. And I got Loveless signed. Loveless is the only one that I don't have personalised and signed yet, but it's also my favourite. So obviously this is the one that I had to bring. I mean, I had 2 copies of it, but I brought my UK one because it matches all my other ones, and I'm very happy about it. I have one more signing left. It's Jacqueline Wilson. That one is in about an hour. I am here with people. Rebecca. I can't see other people. We have Elisa and a row over there, but you can't really see them. But yeah, I have nothing else to say. My brain is not working. Bye. Hello. I am back in the hotel, which you can probably tell. It is sometime on Sunday evening, and that's it. Yalc is done, which is both like upsetting but also a good thing because I am tired. I definitely need a rest. I think that's pretty much the vibe that everyone had today. We were like all sad it was finishing because we were sad to leave each other, but just very ready for it to be done because we all very much needed a rest. Today I met Alice Osman again, which was nice. I last met her in 2019, I last met her in early 2020. It was one of the last events I went to pre-lockdown, and I pre-ordered Loveless at the time, and I pre-ordered a non-signed edition thinking there would be a tour I could go to, and then obviously COVID happened. So I'd not been able to get Loveless signed, and Loveless is my favourite Alice Oseman. So I'm very happy that I now have a complete set of those. And I also met Jacqueline Wilson, which Jacqueline Wilson was the first book signing I ever went to when I was like 12, 13 years old. So that was nice. And who else did I meet? Kira Smith was today, Benjamin Dean, who was lovely, and Catherine Webber as well, which was also really lovely because I read their debut novel Wing Jones when it very first came out. I saw a sprayed edge edition in Waterstones. I'm like, oh, this is pretty, and liked the sound synopsis, and I loved that book. So I got to go and have that one signed, and she was really impressed that I had the sprayed edge version of Wing Jones. So that was fun. And yeah, it's just been, like I said, a long weekend, but a very fun weekend all the same. I loved being able to meet people because we've all been saying it's like weird. Lisa's making noises again. We've all been saying that it's weird that it's not felt weird to see each other, and like Lisa is definitely just part of the furniture now. She's probably going to come out and make more weird noises in a minute. And obviously, yeah, it's been nice meeting Lisa, Becca, Liv. So they're people I talk to a lot. Very sad that Jem wasn't here. It would have been nice to have all of our Marvel-a-thon captains united, but it was also nice to see people that you see sort of in the comments of sprints and things. So it's nice to meet Tori and then to meet Ashley as well. We're meeting up with Effie, and who else am I forgetting? Who else have we been hanging around with? Meg, obviously, but she is also part of the furniture. I talk to her a lot. Who else am I missing? Oh, we met Jamie as well.
We did. Oh, Jamie's this.
And Jamie, we had Liam. We had, I've said, with Tori, Ashley, Effie. And that was kind of our group, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We also hanging around with Rowan Spoops, which was fun.
Yeah.
Christy was there. It's just been a fun time. Chloe, yes, I'm forgetting. Right, it was confusing because we no longer had off-screen and on-screen Chloe because we were both just in real life Chloe. So apparently I was Orange Chloe. I think Chloe was just Chloe and I was Orange Chloe, which was fun. But yeah, it's just been really nice to meet everyone. And like I said, this one was always part of the furniture, but now very much so. She's staying here. I'm going home, but she's staying here apparently. But yeah, we're currently packing all of our stuff, all of our many books. What's your total of books that you've bought?
Give me 2 seconds, please. Please hold.
While I'm doing that, I don't have reading updates because I have not read a damn thing this weekend. Although, actually, I filmed a little clip earlier, but I will explain. So, obviously you saw yesterday that the lovely Lisa, the amazing, kind, wonderful person that she is, gave me a copy of Babel because she's just a lovely person, as I've just said. Meg also won a copy of Babel, and her response to Lisa giving me a copy was, good, now I don't have to feel guilty about not giving you mine. And she literally sat there, she got there late today and sat there, and because she'd like sort of missed out on a lot of the signings, she sat there and spent the entire day reading Babel, basically. She is loving it, which I'm happy about. And she did end up getting to go to a signing because she was able to get into the Alice Oseman signing, which was good as well. So she had a good day. But I was just kept looking at her and being like, are you still reading it? Are you enjoying it? And the answer just kept being yes. So I was just like, yay! And then walked away and left her to it. But yeah, Lisa was still counting books. I was trying to like waste time until she's finished counting books. So I may have to come back to her. I think my total...
12, I think.
12. I think mine's about the same because I had 9 the other day that I bought, but then I got an ARC today and something else. What I'm going to do, basically, is I'm going to I know I normally end my vlogs on a Sunday, but there's no point in ending it here because I can't show you anything that I bought because it's all packed. So I will film a clip tomorrow where I will briefly talk you through what I got. I'll do a proper haul at the end of the month like normal, but I'll briefly show you my Yalc haul, and then I will count up how many I actually got. It's not too bad because last time I went I got 14 on one day, and this time I think I've got about the same amount over 3 days, so I think that is restraint. Right, I'm gonna go because I've been rambling 5 minutes and this is gonna be fun to edit. Bye. This vlog is a mess, I'm pretty sure, and I'm very sorry for that, but I am back home now, as you can probably see. everyone seems to be having issues getting home today. I know my train was delayed by half an hour, but then other people are having much worse issues. So I hope everyone did manage to get home safely by the time this vlog actually goes up. I have got home, I have unpacked my bag, and I've jumped in the shower. So I'm starting to feel a bit more like a human, and I thought I would just do a little bit of a wrap up. Basically, I know I said all this last night, but I just want to say that for all of the like lack of organisation and things that happened with Yalc and the sort of negative things that happened, I still had an absolutely amazing weekend because of the people that were there. Obviously, I've said before, like, there's people that I consider friends that I've spoken to quite a lot, like Becca, Lisa, Liv, Meg, people that I've spoken to a lot that I was excited to see, and I'm very happy that I got to spend some in-person time with all of them. But I'm really particularly happy that I also got to meet loads of people that like I sort of see in the comments, and I got to like put faces to names rather than just seeing like a little icon pop up in the like sprints in the comments on sprints and things like that. So particularly spent time with Tori and Ashley and Catherine. Effie was also with us quite a lot. We also had like Jamie was there, Liam was there, Chloe from Chloe Reads Books was there. Rowan Spooks kept coming over to where we were in the chill out zone as well. Basically, we commandeered a little bit of a space where everyone could sort of come and leave the bags, and then we'd always make sure that one person was there at all times. But it was just a nice place to come back and decompress. So we ended up having quite a lot of people like sort of gathered around near us throughout the time, and it was just really lovely. It was a nice way to sort of get to know people, and it was weird how not weird it felt. Like, it was so easy just to, it was so relaxed and so chill just to, and really easy just to have a chat with people. Like, everyone was lovely. That's all I have to say, really. Just everyone was lovely, and thank you for making it such a great experience. And yeah, and also obviously other things that made it a great experience was the actual like bookish side of it as well. Because as messy as some of the organisation was, I still had a great time with all of the signings and all of the purchases that I made, which is actually what I'm going to show you right now to end this vlog. So we'll start off with, should we start off with non-bookish items? You're actually resting on some of them, so let's just lift the tripod for a second. These are basically the first and last things I bought at Yalc, actually, which is a bit strange. So the first thing I did on Friday was go to Illumicrate. So Illumicrate were selling past items. So they were selling previous books. I know The Love Hypothesis was very popular throughout the weekend. They kept selling out of that every day. Like, the other books, they had copies left, but Love Hypothesis, about halfway through the day, every day, they'd sold out of it. The past item that I got that I was most excited for was some of the Merwell bookmarks. So these are the Addison ones, Dark Shade of Magic. So we have got Lila, Kel, Rye and Alucard, and I'm very happy to have these because I love the artwork on these bookmarks. But I've got the Greenbone Saga ones, I think it is, that came in the Greenbone Saga box. I did have some Akatar ones, but I sold those because I've not read that series. But these ones came in the box before I subscribed to Illumicrate, so I was upset that I missed out on them because this is one of my favourites. So I'm glad I got those. And then also they had prints of some of the artwork that Rosie Phones does for the mugs. And these are both ones that I actually own as mugs, but I love the artwork so much that I want them up on my wall. So I've got the Poppy Wall one, which is absolutely stunning. And then I also got, this one is my favourite, I got the Strange the Dreamer one. Like, it's just beautiful. That was all like actually made of paper. It's a paper craft that they then sort of scanned in and made the print of. And it just, like, the intricacy on it, I'm amazed. Like, it is beautiful. So I'm very happy that I got those. I also then bought a couple of prints as it was finishing on Sunday because they had an offer, so they'd gone down to like half price. They were supposed to be £10 or 2 for 15. I got 2 for, they were £5 each, so they ended up being 2 for 10, so like just under half price, just over half price of the deal. And I realised I have a gallery wall in my room, which you've probably seen if you've watched any of my vlogs, and I realised I don't have anything Nevernight or J. Kristoff themed on there, which, considering like how much I grew to love his series in the last year, I feel like that needs to be rectified. So I did that. So I got this one and this one. They are both Nevernight. So we've just got Mia on her own, and then we've got Mia and Trick, and then we've also got some of these shadow animals on the bottom as well. Particular shout out to Mr. Kindly over there. But I'm really happy. I love these. These are by an artist called Diana Dworak. she has done a lot of art for like subscription boxes and things, because one of the prints they had was a Children of Blood and Bone one. I might have had that from a Fairy Loot, I think it was. So I've definitely, and when I saw some of it, and I think these ones were originally done for a book box as well, but it's nice to have like the big prints of them, and I'm excited to put those up on my wall. Ashley actually did say on there, she's like, she likes the series and she wishes that this was a different pairing from the series, and I do agree with that, and I will be on the lookout for the other pairing at some point, because I stalked the artist's Instagram and it seems like she is interested in doing artwork for the other pairing as well. So as soon as that's available, I may have to buy another one. Let's go on to the actual books. I have got other like swag items and things, like there were pin badges and stickers and bookmarks and all that sort of stuff, but it's going to take me too long to sort through that and show you, so I'm not going to show you those. I'm just going to show you the actual books I got. So I broke them down into kind of sections. So first we have arcs that I got. The first one being this one, which is I Must Betray You by Ruta Spetes. So this is some sort of thriller, I believe. It says, trust no one, tell no one, they are watching. On the inside it says, yeah, it's a powerful YA thriller inspired by real events. I'm not going to read the synopsis of all of these. I'm going to do a proper haul later on, but I'm just going to like briefly show you. But this one, basically you had to crack a code to win it, and it was like one of those sort of like puzzle ones where it's like they had 3 numbers, and it's like one of these numbers is correct and in the right place, and then the next one it'd be another 3 numbers, but like, none of these are correct. One of them is in the right place, but one of them is right but in the wrong place, and you had to kind of work it out. I love those types of puzzles, so I sat there and figured it out, and then you just had to tell them the code, and if you were right, they gave you an arc. So I got that one. And then there was another one at one of the stands. It was Usborne. It was the Usborne stand, and they just had a wheel and you span it, and then if you landed on win, you won. And I actually got the last one that they had left on the Sunday, and it's called This Book Kills, which is also a YA thriller. It says it's perfect for fans of Holly Jackson and Karen M. McManus, and this is by Ravina Guron, and this is actually signed as well, which is cute. So yeah, this, when I read the synopsis of this, it actually sounded really intriguing. I do like YA thrillers. I tend to read YA thrillers more than like adult thrillers. I think just because thrillers isn't my general genre, but YA is obviously a little bit easier. So I'm excited to read both of those, to have some more of those to dive into, because I would need recommendations in that area, definitely. Other books that I purchased, I was at I think it was the Epic Reads stand. The goodie bag I got was Epic Reads anyway, so I'm assuming that's where it was from. And the stands all sort of merged into one. But this one had 3 for £10 on paperbacks, or they were £5 each, and then it was like 2 for £15 on hardbacks. So I got Pumpkin by Julie Murphy. This is the 3rd book in the series that started with Dumpling, and I have read Dumpling. I own Pudding, but I haven't read it, but my mum's read it and she enjoyed it, so she was wanting Pumpkin when it came out, but I've got the first 2 in paperback, so I was waiting for the paperback to come out, and apparently it has, and I just not realised, so I bought this one while I was there. I love the spine on this one, and I'm really happy that they've done this for the paperback as well, because this is what the hardback looked like. So yeah, I got this one. I then got Dating Dr. Dill, because we all love a good adult romance, and I have heard good things about this one, so I thought I would pick it up while I was there. And then because I got them 2, I basically got another one free, because they were £5 each and it was free for £10, and I wasn't sure what else to get because there wasn't really particularly anything else that caught my eye. But then all my friends seem to be picking up this one, and I believe it's fake dating, which is a trope that I love in romance. So we have The Wedding Crasher by Mia Sosa. I have heard of this author. It says the best-selling author of The Worst Best Man, which I have heard of that one. I haven't read it, but I'm excited to see this. It says it's a hilarious rom-com about 2 strangers who get trapped in a lie and have to fake date their way out of it. Perfect. So that was the paperbacks I got. I then got a couple of hardbacks. So there were 3 that I was interested in. So again, it was sort of, there were 3 that I was interested in. There were 2 £15, so I ended up getting 4 to take advantage of the offer. So the first one is one that I've actually already read, and it is Jay's Gay Agenda. I enjoyed this one last year. It wasn't like an all-time favourite. It was one that I listened to it on audiobook, and I didn't rush to get a physical copy at the time. but it was one that I was like, I'd be happy to have it on my shelves. And then the author's newer book is one that I am really interested in. So I thought, why not take advantage of the offer to get both of them on my shelves together and have a matching set? So I got this one, but then the one I'm really interested in is the new one, which is Out of the Blue, which I believe is Queer Mermaids, which sounds fantastic. So hopefully I'll be reading this one soon. I then got one that was recommended by Becca because she's read another book by this author before, and this was one that she was on the lookout for while she was there, and it's called Meet Me in the Middle by Alex Light. The author's other book is The Upside of Falling, which I can't remember if I already own that, in all fairness. I think I do, but I don't know for definite. But like I said, Becca was on the lookout for this one, and she told me that she really likes this author's writing, and it was signed, so I thought I would pick it up while I was there. The only thing that's slightly annoying is that the signed bit is a book plate that matches the first book, which just looks a little bit strange in this book, but I'm still happy that I have this one. And then I needed one more to complete the offer, and this one is the one that kind of appealed to me the most, and you'll probably know why when I hold it up, because it's another romance. It's called Last Chance Books, so it's a romance about books. I mean, what more could you want there, really? So yeah, again, I know nothing of this. This is the problem when you go to a convention like this, because you're all like excited. You do just pick stuff up that you have no idea of. But I feel like this time the ones that I've not got too much of an idea of are ones that I'm like, no, but I think I could like this, like just from first impressions. So hopefully I do. The last sort of selection of books that I bought were ones that I actually bought to get signed. So these ones are ones that I had more of an interest in, or I've read stuff from these authors before. So the first one was Mina and the Undead by Amy McCall. I have been seeing this one, it pops up on my Twitter quite a lot, and I've been seeing it for ages and been unsure whether or not to read it, but I know one of the author's big inspirations for it is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is my favourite TV programme ever. And when I was actually speaking to her at the signing, she said her aim is to write something that has dialogue as good as that in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I was like, that is a perfect way to sell this book to me. So yes, I have this one, and I'm very excited to read it, and I believe the sequel's coming out very soon as well, so it's quite good, because if I like this I can carry straight on. Also, this author was lovely, like she spent time talking to everyone in the queue, and you could tell that she was just really excited to be there. She said that she'd been to Yalc as a blogger for many years, and then this was her being there as a published author, and it was really cute just to see how excited she was. The other books I bought for signings are actually by authors that I've read from before, one of them is a book that actually is not released for another 2 weeks, and that is Infamous by Lex Croucher. So this is their second fiction book. They've had 3 books out now, but this is a second fiction one, and the first one being Reputation, which I really, really loved. This one is described as Booksmart meets Bridgerton, which sounds fantastic. They're basically both Reputation and this are like Regency era novels that are like rom-coms, and they are just really fun, or at least Reputation was. I'm really excited for this one. I had it pre-ordered already. Actually, I've cancelled my pre-order now because they had early copies available at the Waterstones, so I picked this one up so that I could get it signed, basically. So took that one to get signed, and then also I wasn't going to go to the Samantha Shannon signing because I have Priory signed from the last time I went to Yalc, and I have a copy of the Bone Season, but it's like a used copy I got at a charity shop, and I've never read it, and I didn't want to take that copy because it's not in the best condition. So I thought I wasn't going to get anything signed, and then I changed my mind last minute and ended up buying a second copy of the Bone Season because this one actually has a Pale Dreamer in it as well, and I really think I'm going to love this series, and if I do love it I'm going to want a matching set, and my paperback that I have from the charity shop is the older cover. It's a similar design, but it's purple, and this one matches what the rest of the series is going to look like. So I bought a new one, and that meant that I got to go and have that one signed as well. So those were so that's all my purchases and winnings, and then let's just quickly talk through some of the signings that I went to. So I broke these down by day. So on Friday I first went to go meet Karen M. McManus, and I was trying to only take 1 book per author unless it was an author where I really wanted to get more than 1 book signed. Karen M. McManus, I really enjoy her books, but my favourite is Two Can Keep a Secret, so I took this one. She was really lovely. All of the authors were really lovely. Actually, I had a nice interaction with all of them. Some of them were more chatty than others, but partly that was because I'm really awkward as well. So unless someone initiates a conversation, I'm not necessarily going to. But one of the ones that was really chatty and really lovely to speak to was the next one I went to, which was Simon James Green. I've explained before that with Simon James Green, I did not like the first book of his that I read, but then everything else I've read since I've really, really loved, and progressively his books have got better and better for me, and he was really, really lovely to meet in person. So I got Heartbreak Boys signed, and then also Gay Club, which is one of my favourite books I've read so far this year. And what I really love about this one is that he actually has a little stamp that he has to put in the book that says you're an official member of the Gay Club. They also had little pin badges as well, and when I commented on the stamp, he's like, it's my favourite purchase I've ever made. I'm like, I love this for you. Those are the two authors that I went to meet on day one. On day two, it's a lot of what I've already shown you. So it was Amy McCall for Mina and the Undead. I then met Dean Atter and I took my copy of Black Flamingo. I had on a rainbow, sorry, the lighting's going crazy in this clip. I had on a rainbow shirt in this when I went to this signing, so he said that he was going to write something really cheesy for my shirt. So it says, follow the rainbow in my book, which I love. That's what I loved. A lot of the authors were doing sort of like little personalizations when you were chatting with them, which was really sweet. So actually in the next one that I met was Lex Croucher, and I actually got 3 things signed by them. So like I said, I got the new copy of Infamous signed. I actually already had a signed copy of Reputation, but it was like a pre-order signed one, so I said that I wanted to get it personalized. So they added my name to the signature, and then also said that they'd offered online to do like doodles and things, but they wanted to know what I wanted to have the drawing. I'm like, I am not good at being put on the spot, I'm gonna let you decide. So then they took it very seriously and were like, now I need to draw what is in my heart, and what was in their heart was a cat. They did warn me that they couldn't draw very well, but I think it's a really adorable cat. So yeah, cat in that book. And then I also had picked up a sampler of their new book, which isn't out till next year, which is Gwen and Art and Not in Love, which is a medieval queer romantic comedy, which sounds fantastic. And for that one, we got a little sword in there. So that was a really lovely interaction as well. And then, like I said, I met Samantha Shannon afterwards as well, and Samantha Shannon always does sort of a different sentence for each one. So for the Bone Season, it says, I dreamed of poppies. I've not read this book, so I have no idea what that means, but I assume it will all make sense in the future. And then on the Sunday, I first went to meet Benjamin Dean, who was an absolute sweetheart. So in the queue, it was Lisa, then Becca, then me. And Becca had just had a conversation with him about about her having the arc of The King is Dead and how much she loved it. And like I said, I'm really bad at interacting with people in general a lot of the time, but when I sort of admire a person for whatever reason, like is that, for example, an author that I like, I'm really bad at starting a conversation. So I said the only thing that I could think of, which was Becca, who you've just spoken to in particular, keeps telling me that I will love this book. I haven't had a chance to read it yet because it's only just come out. I'm like, but she keeps telling me that it's something that I personally am going to love. So my book now says, enjoy, listen to Becca. I like it. This book will forever be tied to Becca Fowle. So thank you for that. And then also I told him that I did really, really love Me Bed at the End of the Rainbow. So I have that one signed as well. And then after that, I went and met Catherine Webber. Now, Catherine Webber has written quite a lot of things. She writes quite a lot of stuff with her. She writes middle grade stuff with her husband and the name Katie Sang. She also has written more fantasy stuff more recently with like Twain Crowns. The book that I know Catherine Webber from is her debut, which I picked up in Waterstones on a whim because it was beautiful, because look at those sprayed edges. But this book was published in 2017, so this is like 5 years old now. It was one of the first like pretty sprayed edge books that I bought, and I bought it for the edges, but I ended up really, really loving this story. So I decided to take this one to get signed, and she was like in shock when she saw it. She was like, I don't see many copies of Wing Jones. She was like, and it's a sprayed edge version as well, and she said it's really dear to her because it's her debut. So I was really happy that I got this one signed, because it was quite nice to see how happy she was that I'd brought it as well. So I got Wing Jones signed, and then I went and met Kira Smith. I did tell her that I am still halfway through this one. I'm still only about 50 pages in, but I told her that I'm enjoying what I'm reading so far. So I got this one signed, and then we had the sort of big draws of the day. So Alice Oseman, who they gave 400 tickets out for, and I believe they did get through all 400. I think they did say that they'd try and get through extras if they could, but it was just not happening. But 400 is a lot of people, and we were right at the front of the queue, and I think it was like a little bit overwhelming for like everyone involved. So all I could sort of say at the time was, oh my god, I love all of your books, but this one in particular means so much to me, and that is Loveless. So now I have Loveless, which is my favourite Osman book, signed, and it means I have a full UK set of their paperbacks signed now. So I'm really happy that they are all signed, because we all know that Alice is one of my favourite authors of all time. Like, I know I say this a lot about a lot of books that they're one of my favourites, but if I was to say like a top like 5 authors, Alice is up there. Like, my top 2 probably are like Alice Oseman and V. Schwab. So I'm very, very happy that I have I'm very, very happy to have met them again. It was lovely. And then speaking of lovely, random fingers, at the first book signing I ever went to was when I was about 12, 13 years old, and it was for a book called Midnight, which was by Jacqueline Wilson. And I loved Jacqueline Wilson's books growing up. I think we all did. I still have most of my older ones, and my favourite one was one called Double Act, and I got to go and take this one to be signed, and bless her, she's like 72 years old, I think, and she only had an hour to sign, but she got through like nearly 200 people, which is amazing. But yeah, I got a Jacqueline Wilson one signed, so I now have one that I got signed when I was in my 30s and one that I got signed when I was like 12, which is, these books have stuck with me for a while now. So that is everything that I got. So that's everything that I got signed. This clip is really, really long, but I have realised that there's one thing that I haven't shown you, although I have already shown you. When I've talked about all the books that I've acquired, there's one that's sitting on the coffee table just behind me that I haven't held up in this clip. And I probably should, because of exciting things have happened with this book today. So I got my finished copy of Babel, my early finished copy. It doesn't come out till the 1st of September. I am so going to reread this before it comes out, because I don't tab and annotate books, but I think I'm going to have to, because I love this book so much. I read this book like end of May, beginning of June, and I have not shut up about it since. You've probably heard me talk about it. My friends have definitely heard me talk about it. And once again, thank you so much, Lisa, for giving me this copy. I love you so much. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to have my hands on it. I just want to hug it all the time. But also, R.F. Huang has just announced her UK signing tour, and slightly annoyingly, she's going to be in London on the day that I am already in London, but I'm going to a concert that night. This seems to be happening a lot with book signings at the minute. Today I'm going to see Jeremy Jordan with Meg, and will not be able to go to a signing at 6:30 and signing and talk at 6:30 when the concert starts at 7:30. They'll definitely overlap. So I looked at alternative options, but to be honest, that signing sold out in like 1 minute. So it's fine that I can't go, because I wouldn't have been able to get a ticket anyway. I looked at alternative options. I could have gone to the one in Oxford, which would have been cool, because obviously it's set in Oxford, but not the most feasible travel wise. I mean, I could have travelled down to Oxford and then travelled from Oxford to London the day after for the concert. But what I've decided to do instead, I've got 2 options actually. So I bought a ticket for the Yalc signing, which is on the Wednesday evening, and it starts at 7. I finish work at about 5. I can get a train from Sheffield at 5:20, and I'll be there for 6:20. So I should be able to do that one. That should be fine. And then I'm either going to stay in a hotel in York overnight and then sort of commute back for work the morning after, or I'm going to get the last train back home at like 10:30 from York. Or my other option is that she is doing a signing in Manchester the day after the Jeremy Jordan concert, and Meg lives not too far from Manchester, so me and Meg could travel up on the train together, and then me and Meg could travel up on the train together, and then me get the train back to Sheffield, she gets the train back to her home. But the problem with that is that it's not a ticketed event, it's not a talk, it's just a signing, and it's like just turn up on the day, which, considering all the other ones are selling out, seems a little bit risky to me. So I think I'm probably more likely to do the York one, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure what Meg's planning on doing either, because she was also talking about potentially going to the Liverpool one. Meg is actually currently reading Babel. I know I filmed a clip earlier of her reading it, but last I checked, she's still enjoying it. I'm waiting for her to give me full thoughts. But yeah, either way, somehow I will be going to go meet R.F. Kuang, and I will be getting this copy signed, because my other 3 that are arriving, I'm going to have 4 copies of this book now, my other 3 copies that are arriving are all already signed, although I might try and get one of them personalised if it's already arrived, because either the Illumicrate or the Fairy Loom may have already arrived by that point. Also, depending on, I don't know if there's going to be a limit, because we have no like information yet, but if there's not a limit, I might have to take my Poppy War Illumicrate set and get those personalised, because yeah, like, I know that like the resale value on those is pretty high. Like if I was ever like desperate, I could sell them on for money, and if I get them personalized, like I won't be able to do that. But I'm never letting go of those books. Let's be real about this. Like they're one of my pride and joys. So yeah, basically, I have started rambling now. This has been a half-hour clip to end out this vlog. God knows how long this video is. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. And I will see you guys next time with a new video that will be a lot more chill. There should hopefully be a lot more reading in it. But really sadly, there won't be any more bookish friends in it. I miss them already. Like, I saw Lisa like 7 hours ago. I saw everyone else like 24 hours ago. But I miss everyone already. Right, I'll see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.